So day number 3 here in Porto Cervo for the Audi Settimana Delle Bocche, and it's a coastal race day. We've got a good forecast, up to 20 knots up in Alley. Fairly typical course, I'd imagine, and of course the kings of the coastal races are Brunello. New boys on the block are Sorka, but let's see how it plays out.
Well, there's a lot of hard stuff around these parts. So I've done a couple of regattas here over the last few years, so I'm pretty familiar with most of them. Most of my racing around here, though, has been with a draft of anywhere between 6 and 8 metres, and we're down at 3.5 now, and my boat captain over there, I'm not going to really care about whether or not we hit the bottom on the boat. But it is challenging. It's medium conditions today, so you can kind of see where everything is. I've done a lot of sounding in the past few years as well, so I know not to trust some of the aspects of the charts, but very comfortable with it and looking forward to it.
Of course, the Alley is one of these playgrounds that some of these guys have sailed in for up to 15 years in some cases, but on the other hand, there's some young blood in time.
Those two guys are just the future of the French Sailing Federation. They're aiming at the Olympics 2020, and we're very happy to have them on board. They are here to discover the TP, so it's good for them. It's good for us because they bring us young blood and young ideas and dynamics and enthuse and stuff like that.
Yes, it's very, very exciting, and we have a lot of things to learn, but it's very good.
So the first race of the day was a nice little coastal race at 12 miles, not too long and not too short. Started off with the 1.5 mile Windward-leeward, about 8 to 11 knots of breeze over the course of the race. Pin end start worked especially well for Provezza. Ran also went up the left side of the first beat. They were the top two around the top mark, and that really did set their order pretty much for the day. Course went down into the east of Alley, down to Tremonti. A nice little run and a beat back, but Ran and Provezza all the way up. Provezza with that little lead, which he took across the finish line to win, with Ran second and Brunello second, third, Azzurra in fourth, taking the lead in the regatta.
I mean, it can go bad as well as it, as quickly as it goes well. But we talked about it a lot last night and decided we needed to go and fight, which is what we did. So credit to the group, and it was nice to have a really, couple of really strong starts.
So the race team did a nice job getting straight into Windward-leeward. Quantum Racing made a good start off towards the left end of the line. They got their bows in front with a nicely timed start. That got them launched nicely. Mark, it was Quantum Racing and Ran with Chio in third, but the recovery of Sled was really something to behold. 8th at the top mark. They took 4 places down the run, 1 place up the next beat, and got themselves up to 3rd place. Quantum Racing led across the finish line with Ran getting 2 seconds for the day. Quantum Racing lead the regatta. We've had 5 different regatta leaders in 5 races, but it is Quantum on top, Ran Racing up to second, just 2 points behind.
We're so fortunate really to have Doug here racing these next 2 regattas with us. He's been the staunch supporter of Quantum Racing really since its inception. And so when you have the opportunity to race with him, to be his friend, to be a part of, have him be a part of what we're doing, it's just, it's over the top. And the guy is concentrating so hard, and he's so focused on what we're doing that it's just, you want to work harder. You want to do things to a higher standard and a higher level when he's here because of what he's given to us over really the last 9 years of 52 sailing. So I think it's awesome having him. I love it.
So standings after 5 races, Quantum Racing leading on 20 points, second Ran Racing on 22 points, and in third place Azzurra now on 23 points. Well, that's it from the glorious Costa Smeralda for another day of great racing on the 52 Super Series. A nice little bit of variety, a Windward-leeward and a coastal race. You don't get that in many places. Top of the table, it's Quantum Racing. Join us again tomorrow.